A massive winter storm, named Winter Storm Fern, is sweeping across the United States with a ferocity rarely seen in recent years. This is a weather event that meteorologists have been tracking for days, and now, as it unfolds, its true scale is becoming clear. The storm stretches over 2,000 miles from the rugged peaks of the Rocky Mountains all the way to the bustling cities of the Northeast. Its reach is so vast that it's impacting nearly every region in its path, blanketing landscapes with snow and ice. This is not your average snowstorm. Over 190 million Americans are currently under winter weather alerts, with 37 states feeling the effects. From the Midwest plains to the Atlantic coast, communities are bracing for what could be days of hazardous conditions. The National Weather Service is warning of catastrophic impacts, with major disruptions expected in cities from Dallas to Boston. Streets that are usually bustling with activity are now eerily quiet, as residents hunker down and prepare for the worst. Fern brings a dangerous mix: blizzards in the north, crippling ice in the south, and life-threatening cold everywhere. The storm's unpredictable nature means that conditions can change rapidly, catching even the most prepared off guard. In the north, snow is measured in feet, entire neighborhoods are buried under drifts, and roads have become impassable. Emergency crews are working around the clock, but even they are struggling to keep up with the relentless snowfall. In the south, thick ice threatens to snap trees and power lines, leaving thousands without power. The weight of the ice is causing widespread damage, and utility crews are racing to restore electricity as quickly as possible. Arctic air follows the storm, with wind chills that can cause frostbite in minutes. Temperatures are plunging well below zero, and the biting wind makes it feel even colder. For many, simply stepping outside is dangerous. Major population centers and transportation hubs are directly in the storm's path, multiplying its impact. Airports are shutting down. Highways are clogged with stranded vehicles, and public transit systems are grinding to a halt. The timing, hitting over a weekend and into the work week, strands travelers and complicates recovery. Families are separated, and many are left searching for shelter as flights and trains are canceled across the country. This is a historic event, with officials urging everyone to take warnings seriously. Emergency declarations have been issued in multiple states, and first responders are asking people to stay off the roads unless absolutely necessary. The triple threat of snow, ice, and extreme cold makes this storm especially dangerous. It's not just the snow or the ice alone. It's the combination that creates a perfect storm of hazards for millions. Experts stress the importance of staying informed and following local authorities' advice. Weather conditions can change quickly, and new warnings are being issued by the hour. The storm's complexity challenges even seasoned forecasters. Models are struggling to predict exactly where the heaviest snow and ice will fall, making it even more important for people to pay attention to local updates. Prepare for major disruptions to daily life and infrastructure. Schools and businesses are closing, streets are deserted, and power outages are expected to last for days in some areas. Take this storm seriously. Your safety depends on it. Stay indoors, check on neighbors, and be ready for rapidly changing conditions as Winter Storm Fern continues its relentless march across the nation. Governors in at least 22 states and Washington, D.C. have declared states of emergency as Winter Storm Fern intensifies. These declarations speed up resource deployment and open the door for federal aid. President Biden has approved emergency declarations for 12 hard-hit states, unlocking FEMA support for supplies, shelters, and recovery. The National Guard is being activated to clear roads and transport essential workers. Travel bans, school closures, and government shutdowns are in effect to keep people safe. This coordinated multi-state response is rare and underscores the storm's severity. Officials urge everyone to stay off the roads and heed warnings. The message is clear. This is a dangerous event, and preparation is critical. Stay informed and take all precautions seriously. Across the country, Winter Storm Fern is unleashing a relentless assault of winter weather, bringing with it a dangerous combination of heavy snow, crippling ice, and bone-chilling cold. This storm is not just another winter inconvenience, it's a multifaceted threat impacting millions, from the northern plains to the deep south. In the northern plains and Midwest, blizzard conditions have transformed familiar landscapes into whiteout zones, winds whip snow into blinding drifts, and wind chills plummet to a staggering 50 below zero. For anyone caught outside, even a few minutes of exposure can be life-threatening. Roads are impassable, and emergency crews are stretched thin, urging everyone to stay indoors and off the highways. Farther south, the storm takes a different form. Freezing rain is encasing everything in a thick, glassy layer of ice, sometimes up to an inch thick. Trees and power lines groan under the weight, snapping and crashing down, leaving entire neighborhoods in the dark. Roads become treacherous sheets of ice, making travel nearly impossible and increasing the risk of accidents. South Carolina, in particular, is facing its worst ice storm in 2 decades. Streets are lined with shattered branches and downed wires, and residents are waking up to a landscape transformed by ice. Local officials are urging people to stay home and avoid unnecessary risks as crews work around the clock to restore power and clear debris. Meanwhile, major cities in the Northeast and Mid-Atlantic are bracing for a barrage of snow. Philadelphia, New York, and Washington, D.C. are all expecting up to a foot of accumulation, with blizzard warnings in effect. Public transit is disrupted, schools are closed, and city officials are preparing emergency shelters for those in need. As the snow and ice subside, a deep freeze settles in. Temperatures are plunging 10 to 40 degrees below average, turning slush into rock-hard ice and making even short trips outside hazardous. The cold is expected to linger for days, compounding the challenges for those trying to recover. Record lows are possible across a wide swath of the South, including Texas, Louisiana, Oklahoma, and Arkansas. These regions, unaccustomed to such extreme cold, are struggling to keep homes warm and roads safe. Pipes are bursting, and local officials are warning residents to take extra precautions. The bitter cold is making recovery efforts even more difficult. Utility crews are working in dangerous conditions to restore power, but the sheer scale of outages means some families may be without heat for days. For many, simply staying warm has become a daily struggle. Power grids are under immense strain as millions of people crank up the heat to stay warm. Utilities are urging customers to conserve energy where possible, and rolling blackouts are a real possibility if demand continues to surge. For those without power, the situation is dire. The cold inside homes can quickly become life-threatening, especially for the elderly, young children, and those with medical conditions. Community centers and warming shelters are opening their doors, but many are still stranded and in need of help. Officials warn that the danger doesn't end when the snow stops falling. Icy roads, downed power lines, and the risk of hypothermia remain serious threats. Emergency services are urging everyone to stay vigilant and avoid unnecessary travel. Now more than ever, it's important to stay indoors, conserve heat, and check on vulnerable neighbors. Simple acts of kindness, like sharing supplies or checking in on the elderly, can make a life-saving difference during this crisis. The reach and intensity of this storm are truly historic, stretching from the Canadian border all the way to the Gulf Coast. Meteorologists are calling it one of the most significant winter events in recent memory, with impacts that will be felt for weeks. Prepare for prolonged impacts and stay alert for updates from local authorities. Stock up on essentials, keep devices charged, and have an emergency plan in place in case conditions worsen. In the face of this extraordinary storm, safety must be everyone's top priority. Look out for one another, follow official guidance, and remember, together we can weather even the harshest winter. Power outages are mounting, with over 145,000 customers already in the dark, mostly in Texas and Louisiana. Ice-laden power lines and falling trees are expected to leave hundreds of thousands more without electricity as the storm intensifies. Utility crews are mobilized, but dangerous conditions may delay repairs for days. Without heat, plunging temperatures turn outages into life-threatening emergencies. Officials urge residents to prepare, stock up on blankets, warm clothing, and know where local warming centers are. Never use stoves or grills indoors. Carbon monoxide is deadly. In Texas, the power grid is under close watch to avoid catastrophic failures. Everyone is asked to conserve electricity to prevent wider blackouts. Every precaution counts in this fight to stay warm and safe. Travel has ground to a halt. Nearly 12,000 flights canceled nationwide, stranding thousands. Major hubs like Dallas, Atlanta, and Charlotte are hardest hit, with ripple effects across the country. Airlines are offering waivers, but rebooking is tough amid the chaos. On the ground, roads are treacherous. Authorities plead with the public to stay home. Speed limits are slashed, and public transit is suspended in many cities. Plows struggle to keep up with snow, and ice makes driving nearly impossible. Emergency services are stretched thin. Accidents put everyone at risk. The safest place is home until the storm passes and roads are cleared. Heed all travel warnings and avoid unnecessary risks. Major cities are taking a direct hit from Winter Storm Fern. Boston braces for up to 20 inches of snow in blizzard conditions, while New York City prepares for a foot of snow in its coldest stretch in years. Philadelphia and D.C. face heavy snow and ice, prompting federal office and museum closures. Atlanta is under an ice storm warning, with up to an inch of ice threatening widespread outages. The South is less equipped for ice, making the impact severe and long-lasting. Columbus, Ohio, could see one of its top 5 biggest snowstorms ever, overwhelming city services. The Midwest faces a dangerous combination of heavy snow and bitter cold. Each city faces unique challenges, but all require robust, tailored responses. The storm's fury is testing every region's resilience. Federal, state, and local agencies are working non-stop to keep people safe. FEMA has pre-positioned supplies, water, food, blankets, generators across the region. National Guard troops are rescuing stranded motorists, transporting medical staff, and clearing critical roads. Snowplows and salt trucks focus on keeping main routes open for emergency vehicles. Communication is key. Officials provide constant updates via press conferences and social media. Emergency hotlines and websites offer info on shelters, outages, and road closures. It's a team effort. Every level of government is mobilized to protect citizens. The response is ongoing, with recovery efforts just beginning. This storm is producing rare and dramatic events like a snow-nado in Oklahoma, a vortex formed during a snow squall. Even Waffle House, famous for staying open, has closed locations in South Carolina, a sign of extreme danger. Severe thunderstorms and tornado risks are emerging on the storm's southern edge, adding to the chaos. Some areas face tornadoes while others battle ice storms, highlighting the storm's vast reach. The National Weather Service is using new AI-powered forecasting tools for more accurate predictions. These advances help officials issue better warnings and keep the public safer. The storm's scale and volatility are unprecedented. Stay alert for rapidly changing threats. When a winter storm is on the horizon, the most important advice is simple: stay home and off the roads whenever possible. Driving in these conditions can be extremely dangerous, not just for you, but for emergency crews who may need to respond if you get stuck or have an accident. If you can, postpone travel plans and wait until conditions improve. If you absolutely must travel, make sure your car is equipped with a winter survival kit. This should include blankets, water, snacks, a flashlight, a phone charger, and extra warm clothing. If you become stranded, it's safest to stay with your vehicle, as it provides shelter and makes it easier for rescuers to find you. Run the engine occasionally for warmth, but keep a window cracked to prevent carbon monoxide buildup. At home, preparation is key. Charge all your devices ahead of time, gather flashlights and batteries, and have extra blankets and warm clothing ready. Stock up on non-perishable food and bottled water in case you're stuck indoors for several days. Make sure you know where your emergency supplies are stored so you can access them quickly if the power goes out. If you lose power, gather everyone in one room to conserve heat. Dress in layers, use plenty of blankets, and close off unused rooms to keep the warmth where you need it most. Avoid using candles if possible. Battery-powered lights are safer. Never use generators, grills, or camp stoves indoors. These devices produce deadly carbon monoxide gas, which is invisible and odorless. Always operate them outside, far from windows and doors, to keep your home safe. Remember to check on your neighbors, especially those who are elderly, disabled, or living alone. A quick visit or phone call can make a big difference, ensuring they have what they need and aren't facing the storm alone. Be aware of the symptoms of carbon monoxide poisoning, which include headache, dizziness, nausea, and confusion. If you or anyone in your home experiences these symptoms, act quickly. If you suspect carbon monoxide poisoning, get everyone to fresh air immediately and call 911 for help. Don't try to tough it out. Your safety comes first. Stay informed by monitoring local news, weather alerts, and official updates. Reliable information can help you make smart decisions and avoid unnecessary risks. Know where to find warming centers or emergency shelters in your area. These resources are there to help if your home becomes too cold or unsafe. By taking these precautions and looking out for one another, we can all weather the storm more safely and comfortably. Community support is vital during tough times. Stay safe, stay smart, and remember, together, we can get through even the harshest winter storms.